Ever wonder what $30 would get you between the Final Fantasy, Lord of the Rings, or Modern Horizons 3 boosters? Well, today we're going to be finding out which of these net you the most value when compared to other sets. Now, this is not including Spider-Man, of course. This is not including EOE at this moment. I do have foundations that I will also be opening, and also the dragons. We'll see if we can get to all of them today. Actually, you know what? We're going to add in the boosters for the foundations as well. Because why not? Why not? Now, I opened $75 worth of Spider-Man the other day, and I will say that I don't think that it netted $75 back, that's for sure. In fact, it probably netted like $50 back. Oop, there we go. Let's see, I'm going to say $6 a piece. We're going to have to open 5 Foundations Play Boosters to reach $30. And then for let's see, the dragons. I should have came prepared with these next ones. For the dragons, Tarkir Dragonstorm. I believe these are about $7 right now. And so $7 will open 4. Possibly 5, similar to the Lord of the Rings booster. So let's crack it open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we have 4 of those. We're going to open these all up. We're going to tally it up and see how much each one is worth. And then we're going to put stuff up for sale on CardStream.pro. Use the app to find these. And then, well, let's get to it. Why not? Let's start off with Lord of the Rings because, well, these are going to be the hardest to crack open, it seems like, but why not? Let's go. Lord of the Rings, one of the best in recent sets from Universes Beyond, in my opinion. Much better than Spider-Man was. I'm going to do, so I'm going to punch in LOTR here to see how much the set is worth at the end of the day. Done. Oops, LOTOR. Add. And then we're going to turn on the scanner here. And then we'll scan in cards as we go. Let me move it out of the way, actually. That way it's not as annoying. All right, here we go. Here we go. Gonna open up some packs. Why don't we go? All right. We have Miner's Bait. Two in a red. Miner's Bang gets +1/+0 and gains trample until end of turn. It's a 6/3. That's pretty good. Move this a little closer. See if it'll scan. There we go. All right. So far, 5 cents. Next. Lash of the Balrog. And as additional cost, cast this, sacrifice creature, pay 4, destroy target creature. As an extended version, 13 cents. Palantir of Orthanc. Let's see if we can get these both in the same spot here. A little more centered, huh? At the beginning of your Palantir of Orthanc, 3 mana, legendary artifact. At the beginning of your end step, put a influence counter on Palantir of Orthanc and scry 2. Then target opponent may have you draw a card. If that player doesn't, you mill X cards, where X is the number of influence counters on Palantir of Orthanc, and that player loses life equal to the total mana value of those cards. And that's actually pretty solid. I believe that's something I haven't seen yet. That there is a $14 card. So this one booster has pretty much covered the entire, at least two packs, I would say. Assault on Osgiliath. Oh man, I said that wrong. Attack on Osgiliath. Amass Orcs X. Then goblins and orcs you control gain double strike and haste until end of turn. Great in an orc deck. Great with Orcish Bowmasters. Great in blue-black or red-black. 28 cents. Mirkwood Bats. Flying. Whenever you create or sacrifice a token, each opponent loses 1 life. Meriadoc, Brandy Buck. Last one was 62 cents. This one's 13 cents. Bilbo, Retired Burglar. 10 cents. Barrowblade. 8 cents. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. We'll pause for any valuable ones. How about that? Draw 3 cards. Island Cycling. Let's a little closer. Athelian Kingfisher. 5 cents. Dunland Creebane. 3 cents. Sieve the Messenger. 5 cents. And then we got a Pretty Swamp. And our card. All right, so we're up to like $15 maybe. Opening up another one. Opening. Ta-da. What I could really use is a trash can down here. All right. Ripping. Let's go. Okay, so first thing off, we got an Orc Army token, which, well, with all the amassing, is very useful. That's $1 by itself. We have Rally at the Hornbrook, 12 cents. Oh, hello. Guess what we have here? Mithril Coat. That's $20 right there. I guess that will actually make up for a lot of the pack's value right there, because well, just being $20, well, I think we're almost past $30 with that and the Orthanc, the Palantir of Orthanc. We have a Gimli counter of kills, the extended version. A Voracious Fellbeast. The Gimli's worth 6 cents. Voracious Fellbeast, 5 cents. Faramir. I think that we're going to see that the commons and uncommons are obviously not worth nearly as much as the rares and mythics, of course. And that the Mithril Coat is a huge pull. Mainly because giving a legendary creature indestructible with flash speed is pretty cool. Last one was 5 cents. This one is shortcut to mushrooms. 7 cents. Now for wrath. Now for ruin. 9 cents. Inherited envelope. 11 cents. Bombadil's song. 7 cents. Flip on the ring. 13 cents. A swamp and then a art card. Next. There's a magic minigame, the Winchester draft. Grab a friend and grab some magic in this quick casual 2-draft player format. That sounds kind of fun. Open 6 packs, remove all basic lands, adds tokens, shuffle the remaining cards together into a stack without looking at them, place them face down. Then take the top 4 cards of the stack, place each one face up, create beginnings of 4 separate piles. Randomly determine who drafts first. The first player to draft chooses one of the 4 piles, adds it to their draft pool. Place a new card from the bottom of the stack in each pile, including an empty slot. Then it's the next person to draft. They also draft an entire pile, and then add a new card to each pile. It's kind of fun. Take turns until all the cards have been drafted. When the drafting is done, each player builds a 40-card deck from the draft pool, including additional basic lands as necessary. Randomly determine who goes first, then play the game of Magic. Play best of 3 match. Sideboard. That sounds interesting. I will see if many of my friends want to do that. All right. I guess that card is worth $1. Didn't know that. Old Man Willow, 6 cents. Lobelia, Sackville Boggins. Let's see. 24 cents. Legendary creature. Halfling Citizen Menace. When she enters the battlefield, exile target creature card from an opponent's graveyard that was put there on the battlefield this turn, then create X treasure tokens where X is the exiled card's power. Okay. I think this one was worth like 10 cents or 5 cents. Come on, let's get along. Oh, you know what? It was already added to this collection, so it might not actually add again. I'll have to go back and just up the quantity. It might have upped the quantity actually. 13 cents for the Marsh. Goth Mog, Morgul Lieutenant. 9 cents. My Kerr, Uakari Captain. 10 cents. Samwise is Stonehearted. Legendary creature, halfling peasant. When Samwise is Stout-Hearted enters the battlefield, choose up to 1 permanent card from your graveyard that was put there on the battlefield this turn. Return it to your hand. The ring then tempts you. 9 cents. Tale of Tinuviel. Stage 1. Target creature you control gains indestructible for as long as you have control of Tale of Tinuviel. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your battlefield. Up to 2 target creatures you control. Each gain lifelink until end of turn. Okay, go on. 14 cents. Errand Rider of Gondor. 3/2, draw a card, 4 cents. Stalwarts of Osgiliath. When the Stalwarts of Osgiliath enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Stalwarts of Osgiliath for 3. Inherited Envelope. When Inherited Envelope enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Add 1 mana of any color. I will say any color is usually good, but at 3, sometimes you need quicker ramp than that. And so this is a little slow. Is it going to scan? Not that important, I guess. I do want to get the numbers right for the overall cost. There's nothing in this pack worth anything. I need to pull the... Oh, you know what? It's because Inherited Envelope has already been added. So far we have the Mithril Coach. And we have... the Palantir of Orthanc doing all the work for this set. One last one to get us to, I believe these are roughly $8 a piece, to get us to get over $30. Last Lord of the Rings. And the real valuable ones being only the Mithril Coat and the Palantir of Orthanc so far, putting us at